Angie V in Cobalt. So we've done work for her in the past. It's kind of similar deal what we'll be doing, just some weeding and trimming. So starting in the front, all of the landscape stone, we did it in the past, just gonna weed out. It's not insane right now. I'll try to get out kind of quick before it explodes any worse. But weed it out, and then when you're done, sprinkle in a little bit of Treflon in the area and spot like kind of like a light spray of Roundup just to help slow it from coming back. Obviously be cautious when you spray. Just we're not, do that very last thing. You don't want to be walking on it, stepping in the grass, obviously. But just to call out over here. So this, I forget what you call it, like a spider plant or something. Cut that basically completely flat. If you can yank out some of the roots is fine, but she said just cut it down flat. This we just obviously yank out. These things you can just leave alone. The two hostas, they're kind of like, looks like they got burned out kind of from the drought and all. Doesn't want to quite cut them all the way down flat just yet. Want to wait to the fall for that. So what I suggested we could do is just take hedge clippers and give it a little bit of a haircut. Ideally, and I said it won't look perfect, it might look a little choppy after we do it, but at least our intention will be try to cut out the like dead leaves, like the brown stuff, because there's some, if you can trim that first layer of stuff that died, this layer looks half decent. So just so there's something here and it's not blank slate for the rest of the season. That one will be a little harder because it's smaller, but light trim up, kind of cutting it back. This guy, there's some weeds growing up through it, yank them out, and then cut the whole thing down to like 6 to 10 inches high. Just kind of trim the whole thing back. Obviously all the weeds we're cleaning up. You can leave this alone. This guy's got a lot of weeds. It's like a viney weed on it. Try to yank all that out, and then same thing, trim it down nice and short. Same thing as that. The Liriope over here, not doing anything from a trimming standpoint. Any weeds popping up, just weed it out. Any weeds, this looks pretty good, but any weeds you see, pull them out. There's like one growing right here. And then lastly, up front, just gonna weed out the stones. Same thing. If you can put a little Treflon, spray it. This whole area, she just wants to cut it flat, basically. Weed, yank, yank, yank. But then this old dead dormant plant, just gonna cut it down flat and then rake out any of the dead stuff hanging around. Just get it out of here. Black-eyed Susan, she said there's a little bit of weeds kind of in there. Like, you'll have to kind of look closely, but this one, you can see the leaf is different from the Black-eyed Susan. So try to yank that. And then same thing down here. There's a little bit of weeds, nothing insane, but the little bit of weeds, if you could try to pick it out, any weeds grow back there, pick it out. And then lastly, just Black-eyed Susan, they still want to keep. Now there's like a viney weed kind of over here. Black-eyed Susan, they want to keep, but they just want to kind of trim it back a little bit. So kind of trim it away from the Liriope. Even if you're going to cut some of the good flowery, good stuff out, they just think it's getting a little big. It's getting close to the house, kind of trim that up. Close to the house there, trim that up. And just a little bit close to the Liriope there, trim that up. Yeah, and that's it.